and stay out. Oh, hi. So, apparently that's illegal. Okay, well, no. This is illegal. This is not illegal. This is perfectly safe. And did you know that you cannot buy alcohol while wearing a mask? State law actually prevents you from covering your face and purchasing things like alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. So, when I was at the gun show this weekend, it was very surprising to see so many people wearing a mask. But I mean, it is California, and it is the edge of LA County. But there were so many people without a masks walking through. They didn't question me. We just walked in and walked out. So I feel the tide is turning. We see it within the jury verdict with Kyle Rittenhouse. We're seeing it with that other gentleman who shot at the police because his girlfriend had been trafficked. And we're seeing now the results with people getting so upset that they'll drive through crowds of people. This is not the first time. This is not the second time. And it won't be the last time that an angry person uses a vehicle. What we need to do is make an example of them. Unfortunately, the person who drove their vehicle through a crowd of protesters in Orange County recently had a minor win because they, on a technicality, said they didn't get the adequate representation, the adequate evidence, so they requested a new hearing, and they've got a new hearing. So we start from square one back at that case. They call it a victory. I call it a setback. Either way, we're moving forward. We need to hold these people who do these demonstrous and awful things. We need a new sheriff in town. Thank God for my sheriff, Alex Villanueva, here in Los Angeles County, who's taking a hard stance against the mandates. He said his sheriffs are not going to go out to enforce the mandates and the masks. He said that his resources are better used for other things like, stopping violent crime, stopping drinking and driving, stopping assaults, stopping burglaries, stopping the things that actually affect the community in a truly negative way. Someone coughing because, they're getting over something, or I just smoked a little something, or I breathe funny. You all look at them with this sort of contempt and anger, with disdain, like, oh, unclean. And they're not unclean. These people are just performing natural bodily functions. That's why we no longer cough into our mouths, we cough into our shoulders. I try to do my other shoulder because this shoulder dislocates from years of bull riding. So, I digress. We are going to start taking a stand for ourselves. You're going to see more people standing up. You're going to see more people stepping up to face these monsters that would shut down our voices. And it's not going to stop. The suppression of our voices has led us to this point where now we see people wanting to march down the streets of Los Angeles, down the streets of New York, down the streets of Chicago. The difference is one group marches during the day, the other marches at night. And it's disheartening to know that there are people out there who would use the cover of night to destroy the businesses that they claim they're trying to protect. So God bless the people who stay out there all night to protect those businesses. God bless the rooftop Koreans who protected their businesses in 1992 when the rioters came to try and destroy Koreatown. God bless the men and women in Kenosha who stood guard and kept that gas station and all the other businesses from being burned, because there's a reason why Antifa burns dumpsters in the middle of the street. They use those burning dumpsters as battering rams against the police line, against them, because they can hide behind the steel container and they're not going to get shot. They can hide behind that steel container, which is set ablaze, because visually what's going to happen is people are going to move away from that, and then that will then create a space for the following reinforcements to come in and through. It's a basic battle tactic, but the court is going to hide that. The media is going to hide that. We are at war with the media. We are at war with corporate America, who is trying to put a shot in every arm and try to make you not want to use cash. We need to be a cashless society, because as a cashless society, then we can track and monitor all your purchases. We've already seen California remove the stipulations for independent contractors. They're trying to destroy independent contractors. Someone who goes to a bar and works at a gig and gets paid $50, they're trying to make that bar turn him into an employee, turn her into an employee, turn that bartender into a full-time employee with benefits. And on the surface, it sounds great, but when you're contracting someone like a moonlight bartender or a security guard who doesn't come in very often, or an entertainer who comes in maybe once a month, putting them on the payroll doesn't make sense. Giving them a stipend, a cash amount, a set amount, whatever that amount is, works better. And this works across the board. This is one of the arguments with Lyft drivers and Uber drivers here in California. And now you have the administration saying they're going to monitor transactions over $600 of every American. This is the push to move to a cashless society, to push for more control, and regular Americans aren't having it. They're standing up, they're fighting for their independence, both on the streets, in their wallets, in their homes, and in their schools. So you need to start getting a part of it. I love you guys all. Find a coalition in your community, because together you will lift each other up and nothing will bring you guys down. I'll talk to you guys soon. Mwah! Bye, guys.